Let's talk about the correct way to cast a spinning reel without grinding your gears and maintaining proper line management here. As soon as you cast, and as soon as that bait hits the water, I'm going to flip my bail so the line stops coming off the reel, and I'm manually flipping it, not doing the auto flip reeling into it. So watch this. Out. It hit the water, I flipped it, my line is perfectly taut. So I've got this guy outfitted, and this is the rod that I typically use. It's Penn Battle 2 4000 series, Okuma Salila medium action. But mainly, biggest thing is when you're just beginning, this is how you want to learn to cast. You've got the knob right here, directly under your rod tip, or your rod. Perfect tension from there, and you're pinning it against the rod. Flip the bail. You've still got perfect tension there. You're good to cast, okay? I personally, I'm pretty used to it, and I actually flip the bail here, and I just catch the line, and then it's here, and I put it there. And if you get comfortable to the point where you can do that, that's great. What I see all the time when I'm taking people out, whether it's a friend or a client, if you try to do it from here, what's gonna happen is all this bad, okay? You're not going to be able to cast like that, all that slack. You're just not going to have a good time. Sometimes it does flip and it actually gets pinned behind the bail, and that's when you try to cast and it either flips the bail back and your line snaps off or just drops. The other thing I'll see is this one right here where you've got the knob in the right spot, but they pin it up here, and all that's going to do, you've got an angle here that's created by this, and when you move that out of the way, you've got slack, it pops off the reel, no good, okay? You can't cast out, you don't have tension, you won't have power. So always, best thing to do, as soon as your bait hits the water, this is where it gets into the auto flip, line management, and why auto flip's bad, okay? You cast out, okay, bait hits the water, whoop-ah, okay? And ideally, all you gotta do, perfect tension, okay? You're right there, you managed it properly. That natural arch in your cast was just the slack that you had to take care of, rather than if you, I got a line there, but if you cast out and in the surf there's current, there's seaweed, all sorts of things, there's wind, say your line's sitting on the water now, just getting swept to the left or swept to the right, creating a whole bunch of slack in your line. You're not going to know where your bait is. It could stay where it is, but you're not going to know that because you're going to see all this slack. Not going to feel it bite. You're going to have to reel it all in. Maybe you over reel and you move your bait. Bottom line, when your bait hits the water, manually flip that bail, and it'll stop you from, one, the poor line management that we talked about, but two, let me fix all this. Two, you're going to save your reel from a short-lived lifespan, okay? What I see a lot of, I'm not going to do it on this reel because while it's not maybe the most expensive reel, this is a fairly expensive reel in my mind, and it's a quality reel. What I see is they've cast it out, and I'd say about 85% of my clients do that, which is a crazy high number. It's shocking to see the lack of understanding, and it's just a point that needs to be made. I guess many people just have never heard of why and how it's bad, but they'll take this, and instead of manually flipping the bail, they'll just reel until this flips. So I'll show you on a cheap reel. Got this one right here, 20 bucks for the whole setup, a Walmart, Shakespeare Tiger. I caught yellowtail on this thing in a kayak. I guess you're only good as the angler, but bottom line is it's not the greatest reel, and I'll show you what people do. You've casted, your bail's up, okay? And people just, you can see it stops there because the gears now are grinding. And they'll just push right through it. And you just don't want to do that because you're dulling the gears by grinding them. And I've had to replace gears on 2 of my Penn Pursuit 3s, the 4000 series, because of, I guess, I didn't explain it properly to my clients at the time. Not just 1, not just 2, maybe this is probably 20 of them out of, I don't know, in a couple months. But bottom line is it's not good for your reel. By manually flipping that down, you're gonna have proper line management by doing it at the right time. And two, you're not gonna grind your gears to death.